Hey there, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for February 2024. As you can see, these are really big cards. I did some pre-shuffling beforehand, so just gonna slightly mix them up now. So after we find out what's in store for you this month, I'll close off with some guiding messages. And for those who are particularly interested in a romantic connection, I will be doing a bonus mini love reading as well. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and to leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, so, I'm just gonna put these out a little bit better. All right, so Sagittarius, in terms of your current self, you have the Ace of Swords. Potential for future self, Ace of Pentacles. Your ambition, you have the Five of Cups. Your environment, the Chariot. What's been impacting your love life, you have the Justice card. What comes up for you this month for love, you have the Queen of Swords. What's been impacting your career path, you have the Lovers. And what comes up for you in career, you have the Two of Pentacles. What is key to how this month goes for you, you have the Six of Swords. So that is a sense of moving on, healing, and kind of leaving behind some turbulence for a smoother road ahead, even though you don't necessarily know exactly what that road might look like. So what I'm getting a sense of here is these cards kind of indicating truth. You've got this Ace of Swords here for your current self, the Justice card, and the Queen of Swords, which is pretty much the equivalent to the Justice card, like it's the court card version of it. So it's kind of like, not going to take any BS. I'm going to like cut you out of my life if, you're not good for me. I'm going to really, I don't want to just say rule with an iron fist, but really looking at things cut and dry. It's just, it is, it isn't, this is the facts, this isn't the facts. And so I see that this has to do mainly with your love life. And what's interesting is you have the Lovers card as being impacting your career path. For some of you, it could be that you are really coming from a place of love and passion when it comes to what you want to pursue for a career. But for others of you, it's almost as if your career path has taken kind of like, second place because you've been focusing your attention on your love life, because what comes up for you later this month in terms of your career, it's kind of like you're like trying to juggle things. You're trying to keep things in play, in balance. For some of you, it may be that you are trying to balance this, like work and your regular life or like outside of work life. For others of you, it's kind of trying to make work your focus and having other things on your mind. You can see this person here has this big hat because there's a lot on their mind. And it could be that's what's on your mind. It has to do with your love life. Your ambition up here, you've got the Five of Cups. So if the Five of Cups, for those of you who have been disappointed when it comes to your love life, some kind of loss, some kind of sadness, and really wanting to focus more on the analytical instead of the emotional aspects of your love life, then that's why you've got a lot of these swords up here. And actually, the Lover's card is the major arcana card for the sign of Gemini, it's also an air sign. I would say Libra's also an air sign. So you definitely a lot of mental energy going on, problem solving, trying to figure things out, trying to like deal with conflicts, possibly of the past because of the Five of Cups. So if your ambition is being kind of taken over by a sense of dealing with the loss of emotions, and considering that really all four elements kind of need to be balanced out and can't just like chuck emotions out of the window. You might need to spend some time, having a good cry, watching some movies that kind of make you feel the emotions and process aspects of the past so that you can, definitely learn from it. And this Six of Swords, this key to how this month goes, being able to truly like move forward and move on and make this transition. Now, in terms of your environment with the Chariot, it could be that those around you are really able to maybe making it seem like they're able to be like, you can deal with the drama in your life. You just need to move forward and move past it. It may be that they're trying to like cheer you on and kind of like, you can do this type of attitude. But it also is actually, the Chariot is the major arcana card for Cancer, which is a water sign. And definitely the aspect of the Chariot is having a hard exterior and protecting the soft interior. So it could be that, people around you are trying to help you to kind of toughen up almost and show you how to get past this. But really the way through it is kind of experience it, deal with it, face it, and kind of move through the transition, whatever it is. If it's not affecting your love life, if it's something having to do with just, family relations or friends, whatever it is, it seems to be impacting your potential. I mean, definitely with the Queen of Swords coming up for you in your love life, you're going to be able to speak your truth. You're going to be very kind of clear cut, definitely rational, reasonable in terms of how that impacts, someone on the receiving end. It might come off as a little bit maybe aggressive, maybe cold, maybe very protected, or they can sense that you're protecting yourself. But for sure, like they're not gonna, they'd be in a really poor position to try to play you for a fool, or to try and kind of deal with you falsely. It's almost like they'll absolutely know what they're gonna get. And in terms of your career path and the Two of Pentacles coming up for you, there's going to be decisions that you're going to need to make, constant decisions, and to keep everything kind of afloat or kind of keep your balls in the air. I would say that you have the ability to manage things, but you also have to maintain your focus on them and really know how to set your priorities, what's important, what's not important. And to some degree, it's almost as if you're going to have to be aware that it's almost like you're kind of trying to put on a show for someone, trying to make it seem like you've got everything together, though you might not internally. And, that's fine. You do what you need to do, because this potential for the future self with the Ace of Pentacles, there's going to be like an opportunity for you to kind of nurture something that is a good opportunity for you in terms of your building your life, building your finances. And it does seem to be like how much you take the kind of, what is it called? The truth that you are very much aware of, your inner conviction, your beliefs, and holding on to them while processing your emotions from some disappointments or sadness from the past, and really being able to kind of emotionally and mentally move on or move forward, and move through whatever that situation was and work through them. There will be, this is going to be a transition that takes something like almost like a belief or a standard of truth that you want for yourself, and lead up to an opportunity that will manifest in the real world for how you want to live. So, maybe this will be you kind of being able to say, I can't take on these responsibilities. I prefer, and I work better with these other responsibilities, and take some things off your plate. And, that could lead to you really recognizing your, I would say, not your abilities or skills, but your fine-tuning a certain niche where an opportunity could come up for you that would be perfect. For others of you, it may be that you kind of having a sense of truth that you're trying to hold on to will definitely allow you to cut out, people that you don't want to deal with, that you don't want to mess with, that you don't want wasting your time, and that it will lead to opportunities of the people that you do want to come into your world. However, more focusing on what you do want as opposed to what you don't want will allow for this opportunity to manifest in a more precise and meaningful way for you. So, Sagittarius, I'm going to close off this part of the reading with oracle cards and offer some guiding messages for this month. And then I will get to the bonus reading. So let's see here. We have decisions. The need to gain clarity through decision making. So definitely it seems like decisions have been made when it comes to your life overall. Decisions possibly on how to deal with aspects, emotions and moving on, and how they impact, how your life and your current career path really are kind of balancing out, working together or not. And then you have this dragon card, the power of being. It's basically you have a lot of power within you. It's kind of just recognizing that you do have it and just going through your day to day, being the best version of yourself, the way that the best way that you know how, and demonstrating that power. Now let's get into this bonus love reading. So I would say also, like, the decisions that you make, how you deliver those, like how you kind of communicate to others, how those decisions are made, will demonstrate your power, and you have the control over to make it very forceful or not. So how you communicate things sends a message just as much as the content of what you are communicating. So in this reading, I'm going to do a 3-card draw. First card represents what you bring to the connection. You have the High Priestess. Second card is what the person on your mind brings to the connection, Strength. And then overall description of the connection, you have the 6 of Pentacles. So here for you and the High Priestess, it could be, oh, this just kind of fell out of the bottom of the deck. It's the Devil card. I don't usually take cards that fall out of the deck to mean something significant. However, I would say it's giving me kind of this Dragon card, and this Devil card at first glance kind of has, to me, kind of visual similarities with the flames here and these fingers almost being like the teeth. So how you kind of wield your power, if it is to kind of assert your confidence versus put someone in their place, or to kind of overcompensate for, feeling inferior type of thing. That's something just to be aware of. But here, in terms of what you bring to this particular connection that you have in mind, or perhaps it is one that you're hoping to have, you have here the High Priestess. So this is a card again of inner knowing, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, and knowing that you don't necessarily have to reveal all the information that you know to other people, and also knowing that you won't know everything, that you have to trust yourself, and that time, it takes time to really connect with someone, to grow a relationship, to kind of feel vulnerable with someone, and kind of, it may be for some of you, it might seem that you in the past have, or even in right now, it's like a card of truth. You may tend to use, to withhold information in relationships. I don't know if it's a way to kind of protect yourself, or to kind of not, to give the illusion of you being more confident about things than you might be. But I would say that it's almost sensing that there are aspects of yourself or your beliefs that you don't really share and may hide. And it could be that you do that to test people, or it could be that you do that to, I get a sense of like testing people. But with the person in your connection, they have the Strength card. So it is a sense that they are kind of willing to face the unknown with you, and try to use a more gentle approach, and kind of have that courage to, they might be the person that has to bring up certain conversations or ask you certain questions, because there is a sense of you kind of holding back. And this connection together, you have here the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a card of like harmony and balance, but it is also a card of imbalance, in the sense that someone is giving and someone is receiving. And in relationships with reciprocity, it's a back and forth. So it may be that aspects of give and take, being willing to receive, being willing to give, that is something that is kind of key to your connection with this person, and really knowing how that give and take, that reciprocity works for you in this connection. So Sagittarius, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of the month, and we'll see you next time. Take care.